Hello and welcome to Creativity Catalyst. My name is John Yakubu and I will be your host. I'm so thrilled to have you guys around because this is going to be a great adventure when it comes to integrated marketing communication, and not even that alone. We'll also be engaging creatives beyond advertising or sphere of life. So with me, I have a great personality. He is a young mind, and I hope you guys will learn a lot from him. So with not taking much time, let me just introduce my guests. Hello, Mr. Bolu, or how should I?
My name is Bolo Pano.
Hello, Bolu Okpano.
Thank you.
It's nice having you on this show.
Same here.
How are
Good
you
to be here.
doing?
I'm awesome. I'm fine. I'm great.
Alright, that's great. So can you tell us a bit about who Bolu is?
Bolo is a young entrepreneur, and I am a brand management consultant.
Okay.
So, a creative guy. So, I do everything around integrated market comes.
Oh, that's great. So that means we have a lot to learn from you today.
Yes, I consult. I do a lot.
Alright. How was growing up like for you?
Growing up was interesting, challenging, and promising. You get it? So growing up was let me anchor it more on challenging.
Okay.
So it really gave me the can-do spirit, because I was able to face life as it should be. Then I thank God for where I am today.
Oh, that's great. Especially in this Nigeria.
Yeah.
So you own a creative agency, right?
Yeah.
Edge Plus Creative.
Yes.
So can you tell us about it? What made you come up with the idea of, okay, I want to own a creative agency, and how has been the journey?
Okay, growing up, I've had to do a lot of things around entrepreneurship. You get, based on different phases I was at different times. So emerging into finding myself in a creative space, I learned graphic design at a very early stage.
Okay.
Did I say very early stage? No, let me just say early stage. And I was able to metamorphose through the system and rise through the rank to being a creative designer. And with years of experience, I was able to handle some key projects that really gave me that chunk of experience.
Okay.
That I can now see things beyond. Working with the creative team, knowing the creative process and all. So it's been an interesting journey. It's been a great journey, and being a CEO now means I realized that I believe I have so much to offer.
Okay.
Beyond being within an office space and being relegated to a role. I realized that while I was in unemployment, there were a lot of things I could do, but I was being limited, and I felt that
Restricted.
that restriction. You get. So I needed to explore. I needed to bring what I believe was inside of me out, and running Edge Plus gave me that opportunity, and it has been a very great ride.
Oh, that's great. So how did you get the idea? Was it from a dream or you were having a discussion? Like, because for a young mind like you, coming up with like, okay, I want to build something, I want to create something. How did you come up with the idea?
Yeah, I've always been audacious. So it's not really something that just emerged. I've gone through different stages of having different things, but Edge Plus Creative, we started with Edge Media.
Okay.
But at the point of registration, we realized that an organization is already with the name.
Okay.
So shuffling things, we arrived at Edge Plus Creative, which is perfect. So that is the name, but the institution itself, it wasn't something that you have to prove yourself. You get at least to a level. Nobody believes in you until you have a level of results. So I believe efforts of, or let me say, cumulative value that I've been able to render from an individual standpoint to working in an organization to then being someone that I can now pull a team together, have conversations with clients, see what we can do, and entrust us with their money.
That's great. Can you share some significant challenges you've faced so far as a CEO and how you've been able to overcome them?
I think as an entrepreneur, let me put it that way, I've had to deal with different things at different points. And the one that I feel I mean shook me the most let me use that word, was not a recent occurrence. It was still when I was still in school. And I'm a vast guy. So when I mean I'm a vast guy, I tried to understand every terrain as far as communication is concerned. So I'm also into printing. So at some point I decided, I had a major project and it came with some inflow, so I decided to buy a printer. So when I got the printer, I didn't have a space to put the printer, whereas it was economics for me. So when I have large printing to do, instead of doing it in a press, I feel like this money is a large chunk of money. Let me just use that to get a printer, an industrial printer. You get, it's like an investment. So then when I'm done with that project, I know that I have a printer for myself, and we can then even start another stream of business from that. So at that point, I got the printer. I had some challenges with the printer because it's a new business. It's a new business I was going into, but we were able to overcome that. But because I had a space challenge and I was begging someone for a space, so I put the printer in that space. Whereas the person I was putting the printer with had a challenge with his landlord. You get, and my printer was locked for months.
Wow.
And I have the project to deliver. It involved police.
Wow.
It involved people that, you get, just for me to get this project out. And the landlady was not even concerned about my own drive. Believe that. In fact, I was even ready to pay the woman. The woman did not collect because I think that person did not really position himself so great to the woman. So that season, because my name was on the line, my reputation was on the line, and I felt very bad for that season. But looking back in hindsight now, I thank God for my journey.
Wow, that's really a great one, because someone else would have said, I can't even do this thing again, let me just step back. And looking at it, we all see so many CEOs out there, we all see so many bosses out there, but we don't really know what they really go through. We don't know what's behind that title, that name itself. That's really a great one.
Yeah.
So how do you foster a culture of innovation and continuous improvement within your company?
I believe leadership is a privilege.
Okay.
It's not the function of being better. It's a function of having a responsibility to harness different creative skill, let me put it that way, skills together for the sole purpose of why you are together. So I operate a form of egalitarian system, that is, everybody has a voice. I believe in what you carry, so your voice counts, what you can do counts. So that gives everybody a level of, for them to feel at home, contribute, and for everybody to feel very connected to the sole essence of why we are here.
Okay. So, in your journey of being a business consultant and all like that, can you share a memorable campaign you really worked on that you are like, oh wow, I really love this job. It's really the best you've done so far, but something is coming ahead.
Yeah. Okay, I think one of so many, because we've worked for some international organizations and all that. But one of the organizations we're working for was having an event in Lagos, and we were able to depict the Lagos vibe in all our communication efforts. Because in fact, when I look at some of the videos we created, we were able to depict the yellow vibe of Lagos, the Lagos tone, the Lagos spirit in the video. So even if you have not been in Lagos, you can connect to Lagos from the video. You can. So storytelling can be very subtle and it can be very open. However, the sole essence is for people to buy into what or into the story. Then you can then offer whatever you want to offer. So all the communication effort then was to bring people on board to be part of the event, but we're able to not just talk about the event, we're able to carry the that Lagos vibe, that Lagos spirit, that Lagos energy into all our communication effort.
Really nice one. The next question is, how do you stay inspired and keep the creative juice flowing? People talk about creative block, most especially when it comes to creatives, talk about creative block and all like that. But how have you been able to manage that?
One of the things I remind myself on is the fact that I'm human. So it's very beautiful to feel the pressure sometimes, and it's part of life for you to feel stuck at some point. But one of the things I do is to remind myself that I'm human. So relax, come back to it. I mean, I have as much as I believe I can do some things, sometimes I feel challenged while at it. But the fact that I know that I can always come back, or I can give my best at the moment if it demands an urgent this thing, gives me the reason to move ahead. You get, even when I fall below standard, that doesn't define me. I believe I carry greatness on my inside. I carry the creative energy on my inside, the creative possibilities on my inside. So even when I feel stuck, I don't necessarily have I don't necessarily have what I do, but the consciousness of I'm human helps me to relax, do other things. Then I come back to whatever the challenge is.
Okay. So now, aside from the creative space, is there any other thing you do for leisure?
I started gym recently. But it's been challenging, it's been tough. So, but I've chosen to be consistent. However, I don't eat too much, but I like good food.
Okay.
I like when food is on point. Yeah, I like, and I watch some videos. I follow other creatives. I see what their line of thoughts are, and
All right. So yeah, talking about the future. So where do you see the company in the next 5 years? Yourself, the company.
Yeah, this is 2+ years.
Wow.
And I'm grateful for the journey. It's been 2+ years of possibilities, of audacity, and of movement.
That's great.
So for the next 5 years, I believe that I'll be. Don't let me say we will be very great. We'll be very great. I see. We are already operating at the international level, to a level, but I see a full-fledged business with I mean, hundreds of staff. You get, at different countries, and pushing the frontiers of possibilities, creativity, and enterprise.
That's great. So, what would you like to say? A word of advice for someone out there, a young person like you out there, a young creative, someone who is inspiring to be in the integrated marketing communication? What would be your advice to them?
You can never know the other side of audacity until you are the other side. There are a lot of fears that might want to cage your movement. There are a lot, like, as someone leading an organization, sometimes there are financial challenges. Some people will see you like you're Ghana. That some people will tax you. Yeah, you get they just see the glamour, but you have your emotions, you have your day-to-day challenges. You have to deal with people. People get crazy, but you have to just have that emotional stability to just endure everything that is coming at you. And I believe as each day passes, you get there will be like an unveiling towards the fullness of everything you have to become.
Wow, that's it. So as each day passes, there will be an unveiling towards the person you're meant to become. So that means every day you get to learn something about yourself.
Exactly.
You get to you're exposed to something about who you are.
Exactly.
So you're not just you're not just becoming that person all of a sudden. It's a process. It's been a nice chat with you, Bolu Opanero. It's really, really nice having you, and thanks for honoring this invitation.
Thank you for having me. I feel so much glad to be doing this.
Thank you. Thank you. So guys, I hope you've learned one or two things from speaking with this young man. Like I said, he's really young and he's doing something great for himself. So I just hope you've picked one or two things. So I'd like you guys to stick to our channel, keep watching, and because as time goes on, we keep bringing people of great values who are going to inspire you, and you definitely learn from them. So until next show, do have a great time. Bye.